So the three penny stocks I'm going to share with you guys, you definitely want to have on your radar and want to be watching. And the last one on this list, you definitely want to stick around for. It is a meme stock that is squeezing, and a lot of people are stating and speculating based off the news and all the chit chat about it that this could go north of $12 to $15. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below on it. And there's also the speculation it could be the next PLTR stock with short squeeze potential and strength. Now, in today's volatility, our SPY bot sent out a bull indicator going to the open at the 9:20 a.m. mark, jumping up from 662 at the open to 665 within the first hour. And within minutes to an hour, guys, call options went up a total amount of 150% plus. If you guys want to receive the clarity and edge and join the members using 42 Vision, as you see it there popping up on the screen, some of the members gained using 42 Vision previously in their own trades and using the strategies that I teach over at the Discord. And when you join the Patreon, check out the link down below in the description and top pinned comment to join and know about these stocks early on and be equipped. Now, the SPY is pushing up here to new all-time highs. And you also had the home run of the day here on Tesla sending out a bull indicator at around 4:30 at that level at 8:40 a.m. And it lasted into the open and jumping up to 444, and call options went up over 70% plus within minutes, guys. Once again, if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive the clarity and edge and know about our A plus setup strategy and all the guided videos on how to use 42 Vision over at the Patreon and Discord, check out the link down below in the description. We look forward to having you join us. The first stock on this list is XXII, 22nd Century Group, excuse me. And this stock is under a bear indicator here at the 197 area. It rejected it when it tried coming back up to it on Friday. It had a nice pop there in the pre-market, jumping from $2 to 262, nearly a 30% jump, and it's pulled back down. But historically, this is a crucial level of support here at the 160 area, and it's trying to bounce back up. That's where it bounced off of to go back up towards 180 and those recent highs. So could it double bottom here? Because when you zoom out and look at this from the bigger picture, like the 2 hour, this is looking like a key area of support. And then you also have that bear indicator at 193. Now, what's the news that made it pop up on Friday? Well, this is the recent news, and this is important. It went ahead and got an announcement of debt-free balance sheet and new growth capital because they were able to go ahead and repay that 3.9 million in senior secured debt, and then also having cash for needs and operating costs by eliminating expenses and freeing up that money. And now they have cash. Now the stock is falling after such great news, and they have growth plans. Now it's at a key support here. And when we go in and look at this with the inflow versus outflow, a key resistance that needs to be broken through is back up here near 187. It actually turned out to be an outflow level that dominated in the after hours. And then also it's the area that dominated in the pre-market of inflows pushing this up from 195 to those highs of 267, and we rejected off that outflow level. So if this stock can find support here and get back over that $2 area and break away from this inflow slash outflow level that canceled each other out and use it as support and bounce up, the retracement and retest could be towards 260s again, and it's going to be crucial to break through it to try to do the next push north of $3. So that's something to watch here. I'll be watching if bull indicators can pop up, how it reacts at this outflow level, and if it was to break below 150 or go all the way down to 130, that's something to reassess to the downside. So definitely something to not ignore the risk involved with the penny stock, right? This is not financial advice. These are my opinions and what's going on with the stocks and their news. And this one right now has positive news that came out recently, and it's doing the opposite of what the news seems like to be for this company, right? Which is something positive, and the stock is falling. And we have the levels and data here with our inflow versus outflow and bull and bear indicators to confirm the strength of trend. And now is the time to be watching this one and preparing, because if it breaks this outflow level, this inflow level will still hold it up. And there's areas to retest and retrace towards, especially if this bear indicator gets canceled with a bull indicator. Next stock here is THAR, Theramun Inc. Now, Theramun Inc. had a nice run in the after hours on Friday, jumping from 269 back up to that alpha level up here of 384. And we can clearly see it holding up above that alpha level that dropped things down on that open from 270 down towards 250. And look at that inflow level. And we're seeing that 270 is a crucial area of support and it's bouncing off of and back up to 294 so far. And then also down here, 260, 259 is something to not ignore. That area, if it gets broken through, well, then there's lower levels to not ignore. But right now, these are the clear supports and resistance, and we're above this support, we're above this outflow level, and the retest and retracement could be towards back this area up here of 374 and 390. It's no mystery that this went ahead and rejected off of it. And there's a bear indicator here at 309. So we definitely want to get above $3, 310 as well. And then cancel this bear indicator with a bull indicator. And the level I'll be watching is up here at this first outflow level. If we retest it and reject it, and then if not, anywhere above that, the next level is up towards 425. And a move above $3 just to this outflow level is nearly 20% plus, and anywhere up here is 30% plus. So I'm going to be using these areas to see if we can hold support and are we going to retrace towards them. But there needs to be those bullish confirmations of multiple bull indicators, because on the 30-minute, we also have a bear indicator, but strong support here again, 260, 250, and then strong resistance up here at that 380, 370 area. And then you see it on the 1 hour as well, how we're under a bear indicator, strong support down here at 250, 270, and then up here is the first resistance at 415 now in the bigger picture. Now we tested the outflow levels on the 30-minute and 15-minute up here near 380s, but this one up here on the 1 hour hasn't been touched. And if bullish confirmations appear, this will be the level to not ignore up here near these outflow levels historically. And you can clearly see here with our 42 vision indicators, the clear areas of support and resistance within the volatility. Even on the 5-minute, there's some inflows here that came in so far at this level here at 280s, and that's why we're pushing upwards. And then the first outflow level is the rejection of today's open near up here at 320. So if this holds and we don't go below 280 or even try to test the 260, 250 area, this is the area here to retest right now in the short term. And if those bullish confirmations can roll over from the 5-minute into larger time frames, 320, and then the levels that we were watching to the upside. Now, Open is the last stock. This is the stock that a lot of people are watching. It's a short squeeze stock. It has squeezed tremendously after the news with its CEO changing and the board of directors bringing back some of the founders. And here it is under a bull indicator on the 5-minute while it's still pushing downwards. This could actually get canceled pretty fast here in the volatility. And then the first level to see if it actually uses as support is down here near 850. Okay, that's going to be crucial. If that breaks, then the next level is down towards $8 and 730, 750 area. Now, the bigger picture, the 15-minute, you could just see these outflows compounding here to the downside pretty quickly, and it's coming back to retest the most important inflow level here that actually has held up this chart after hitting the highs of 1080 and coming down to 850. Now, it touched again up here near 1080s. Now it's rejected. And this is going to be the most important level because if that breaks, it could quickly retrace and retest down towards 750. It is under a bear indicator up here at $10 on the 15-minute. On the 30-minute, it's under a bear indicator here since 1035. And then same thing, we're seeing the data here of these inflows that are dominating here that pushed it up from $8 all the way up to 10, but it needs to hold here to try to retest these outflow levels of 950, 970, and all the way up towards 1029. Now, in the bigger picture of the 2 hour, a bear indicator now has popped up for the first time. Before, on these pullbacks from Friday and Thursday, it was still holding under a bull indicator. That has changed. And this is the first support to not ignore 843, guys. If that breaks, there's a huge gap to fill to the downside, and it's going to bring itself right back near the levels it was before the news came out. So this is super important to hold for it to try to retest, cancel out that bear indicator, and break out above $11. A lot of people are speculating this could go north of 12 and $15 if we can get back up there and have those multiple confirmations is what I'll be looking for on the charts, right? They're speculating that possibility. But for that to happen, we definitely want to see a strong support here and inflow start to compound on the lower time frames, breaking back above those outflow levels and going ahead and having a bull indicator in the process. That's what I'm going to be watching for here on 42 Vision. And today's trading day is a very clear support and resistance day. The strength of trend is bearish right now. There's a bear indicator on the 15 minutes since the $10 area on Friday. That has not been canceled. Outflow level in the pre-market, you could see outflows dominating there. That's red and green is inflows. And then it came down to test the inflow level where the inflows were dominating and those bulls really took over, pushing it back on Wednesday of last week. And then what has it done? It touched it, bounced from it, came back to 946, that alpha level in the pre-market, rejected it, and here it is trying to hold up. It's going to be crucial if it tries to break through these outflow levels for a bull indicator to pop up on the 15-minute, try to roll it over to the 30-minute and the larger time frames. That is what I'll be watching, and this is where 42 Vision, again, gives us that edge to see the strength of trend and the clear supports and resistance within the volatility, and you can gain access to it as well. Know about these stocks early on. Learn the A plus setup strategy and everything there is to learn about 42 Vision that I teach over at the Patreon and Discord. The link is down below in the description and top pinned comment. I look forward to getting you connected and having you join us so you can gain that edge within the volatility. So, open door here, big squeeze. There's still speculation that it can go higher, but right now outflows are dominating and there's multiple bear indicators that need to be canceled, guys. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching and let's make some money.